I think I found my spot now because there is such a brutal force on the back. UPM is so dedicated into, let's say, into the world beyond fossils, which is somehow, for me, it's the number one key thing, somehow to make this world a tiny bit better place. Before I even knew that the wood is such a massive thing in the history of my family, Paloheimo, I already know that wood is my future. It's kind of my passion. It comes from the forest, it comes from the versatility of the wood, it comes from my free time. Whatever I do, I go biking, walking in the forest, I go snowboarding in the forest. Everything derives from the forest. I didn't even know what my major would be. I knew that it has to do something with wood. It automatically came that I would like to go to the University of Technology, but somehow I would like to kind of combine the commercial side and the design. So it was kind of this holy triangle of how to combine that. So I figured I will go for the wood technology and see where that path leads me. I wanted to know the principles, how the wood grows, what is the cellular structure of the wood, how do we measure the strength and stuff. If you want to understand the wood products, you have to understand the frame, the bigger picture, basically the log and how the tree grows. I went for a year in Australia before taking my papers out because I wanted to, do my thing, which is surfing and traveling and meeting people. Then I came back to Finland and I ended up working in the Department of Wood Technology with my old professors. If I remember right, my first project was international projects in combining Finland and Mozambique, the forestry sector, how we could support these, let's say, developing countries. After that, I swapped into Finforest, which is nowadays known as Metsä Wood. I was there as a product development engineer in the thermally treated wood. Somehow it was still old-fashioned for me to jump into the big corporations or into big institutes when you actually have plenty of ideas in your own head and you want to show yourself that I can do it by myself. Somehow stubborn mind and independent mind told me that I need to try. My one-man's company, well, it kind of tells a little bit about my passion since the name was JP Woodhead, puupää in Finnish. But also we had this kind of a startup about surfing that started in Aalto University with my old colleagues. That was about man-made surfing waves, which basically led me to New Zealand. Eventually I started to go deeper into the consulting of supply chains. So I found a beautiful architectural small company, let's say startup at that point, which has been scaling up all the time better and better. So I started consulting them about their wood supply and their CLT supply. So I found my path in telling people my personal experience from the Finnish forest. That was super interesting, and I did that until I found out that I cannot do everything basically by myself. I saw the bigger picture, and in that bigger picture, one man is not enough. If I want to take the Finnish forestry sector to a more international level, to give more jobs for people, to make it more sustainable, the whole world of construction, for example, I can't do that by myself. And I still wanted to get one step, closer into the wood sector and see how I can promote once again the industrialization of Finnish forestry sector and how to create those jobs more and more. So that's how I found out that UPM Plywood is looking for a sustainability manager, which is totally new position for that sector in UPM. I think it's exactly the spot where I need to be right now. After being by myself, after seeing a little bit of the industry before. In a nutshell, the way we are functioning now globally, Mother Nature is pissed off. It's not sustainable. We cannot go on like this. That's a fact. Yeah, maybe that's one of the main reasons why I want to work for UPM, because they are so deeply rooted in making this world a little bit more sustainable. And that's one of the key things with the bigger umbrella of UPM, because, for example, we are going deeper into the biomedicals, biochemicals, energy, papers, pulp. So you try to use every single bit and bolt of the tree in one way or another, because we don't want to just burn everything that's left after we produce a piece of plywood. Or everything has to be utilized. And that's where the added value comes in. Well, it gives me goosebumps when I think of the fact that I am the one also involved in changing the future into a better place.